opened in 2001. It lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC. Between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. On one sideline, we've got a look at the head coach of the visiting Raiders. These guys seeing just how long they can keep this undefeated season going. Along the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Broncos. His guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And off we go from Denver. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Throwing on first down, Nix. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Quick slant, caught by Sutton. And they take him down right along the 30.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
At the 30-yard line.
On second down, here's Dobbins. Makes the tackle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida. A super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Play fake. It's Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Straight ahead with Genty. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
This is Genty on 2nd. Through the middle, and he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Raiders start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Harvey now to return it. Escapes a defender. Delivers another move. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. This will give here to Dobbins. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Oh, I said.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And down he goes. Raiders got him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now Richardson to throw. Has a man on target to Thornton. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
There we go.
First down, Las Vegas.
Panther 60. Panther Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
First carry of the game here for the rookie from Stanford. And he stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
Richardson fires quickly out wide. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
From the red zone now. That one connects. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's got it. into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders break the tie here in the first. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Going after try is good by Lutz. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Harvey now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Denver set to take the field on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Quick on the draw here to Dobbins. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it deep downfield. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs. But let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. He's got it on the bootleg. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's an early lead for the Raiders. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're hoping to convert here on second and goal.
Ready.
Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, third and goal. Third and long for him here. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Nicole Hardman now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards.
Ready.
Richardson on 1st and 10. It's a screen play to Jeanty. Across the 45 and still going. And he's brought down at the 44. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Let's go now.
To the air on this first down. Richardson finds him over the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 22. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
On the ball now.
Richardson trying to get everybody to the line.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Pass play on 1st and 10. Cotton Trey Tucker makes the play. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They give up the guns. It's Genty. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down.
Here we go. Set.
They'll run here on first down. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play action. It's Richardson. Catch made. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders now lead by 10. Brock Bowers the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Watts there to tack on the extra point. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11.
Broncos 10.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Harvey now to return it. He dodged the tackle. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here comes the Bronco offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Oh, I said.
Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
It's a gain of
They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
first down.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going to the ground again on first. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, then they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Oh, I said.
Running it again with Dobbins. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
That's caught for the first. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos cut the lead down to 4.
Broncos 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Raiders and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And with the end of the season in sight, he's looking for a strong finish to capture that NFL rushing crowd.
Come on. Set. 19 Lions. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
First down throw here from Richardson. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Completed left side to Thomas. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Go!
Giving this to Genty. Shoots away from one. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Another give here to Genty. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Back to Genty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Cougar 19. 19 tight. Not saying 19. Ready.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. On the move, headed right. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
70 range. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. It's complete. This is Bowers. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Look at that. No worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive. 1st and 10 from the 32. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Completed over the middle. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Richardson back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
This one's caught. And this one does not go far. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Trap 60. Let's go. Let's go.
Once more now, it's Richardson. Makes the catch. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders will add to their lead at the end of the half. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Harvey now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. And with field position and the clock against him here, probably not going to see anything of substance. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So a two-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sport. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the third quarter. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Hardman with a return. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. The Raiders and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. First play is going to be a give to Jency. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
And off to Jency. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half with this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
On the ground with Jency. He's going to get him 7 there. It's 3rd down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down mark.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
A little outside their comfort zone to try field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down.
19 Lions, Cowboy 80, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. He connects downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Raiders push their lead to 18. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Harvey now to return it. Escapes the defender. This makes it up to the 25. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Blown back gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk set, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They give it to him again. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. In on the tackle was Jonathan Cooper.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Throw right side, caught by Thomas. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
For Las Vegas, first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Coming left is Jency. Cuts back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, Scott. Viking 18. Cougar 19.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Brought in. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Point after try is good by lots. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again.
Broncos 17.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Harvey now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Oh, my son. Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That one's cut along the left sideline. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45.
21 yards.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
First down.
Oh, my son.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Nix with it on first. Andrews has it. It's working downfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line.
2 yards.
They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Oh, my son.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
That's another Broncos first down.
Oh, my son.
1st and 10 at the 19.
From the red zone on first. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos make it an 18-point game.
Broncos 24.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Raiders and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Richardson now. It's a screen play to Genty. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back in the 37-yard line.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Raiders up by multiple touchdowns, and they've got the football. All right, here we go. Second down.
18, Pioneer. 70, Timberwolf. Warriors, 70. Go.
Throwing now, Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down. Here he goes, third and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. They connect on the deep shot. He has this down to the 34. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On first down, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot to give your quarterback a chance.
Handoff on second and short. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
18, Mustang 19. Ready.
Richardson from the gun on third. He's trying to push the field. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Harvey now to return it. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Broncos offense all set to go. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Almost set.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 48.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Nix from the gun. This one's to Andrews outright. He's got room to roam. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Harvey running from his own read. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
Harvey once more. Oh, and he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos putting up points in a game decided. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos make it an 18-point game.
Broncos 31.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week, find a way to flush this, because it's just not been their kind of game.
A gain of 15 there. And that's a Vegas first down.
A gain of 15. And the Las Vegas first down.
Straight ahead with Genty. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
This is Genty on 2nd. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Raiders close to another step towards perfection, 15-0. Third and 4 coming up now. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He brings it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Raiders tack on 7 more to their lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Harvey now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Broncos running their offense out once again. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Broncos making the scoreboard look a touch better. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos make it an 18-point game. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They're going to pass it here. Absolutely fires this one right side. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And And the Broncos get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially if you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away.
Raiders close it in, and down he goes. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game. Gotta hurry this to the line. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He intercepts the pass. That is Lewis Seen. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And that is a touchdown! The Raiders put up even more points in a win. Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Raiders continue adding on to that lead.
Broncos 38.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Harvey now to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Denver set to take the field on offense. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided.
On
first down, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. 1st and 10 from the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. And down he goes. Raiders got him. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
At the 25-yard line.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Now Nix gets this one to Andrews. A lot of mess on the move here. And he is down inside the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st and 10.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested. They knock it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up 3rd down. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. Here he goes, one final shot. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And there's our last hit image of this game. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders make the interception on what is the final play of this game. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.